Most Koreans begin, but English. What might be a solution? There are many ways. One of the best ways is the book can be a good one. The subject of this book is very engaging. Most Koreans begin to study English in middle school, but English is usually not easy for them. What might be a solution to this problem? There are many ways to improve one's English. One of the best ways is to read more books in English. The book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, can be a good one to start with. First of all, the subject of this book is very engaging. You will understand the different speaking styles of men and women. As you read, you will naturally become more familiar with English sentences. In addition, the words in this book are very practical. You can make use of them in your everyday conversations with friends, because relationship issues between men and women are a popular topic in our daily lives. If you are bored with your work and routine in life, then Hong Kong can provide a cure. It is only a 3-hour flight from Korea, but it can awaken your senses. One of the most spectacular places is the Peak Tower. It is located on a peak at 396 meters above sea level. Visitors from all over the world ride the Peak tram to go up there. During the short journey in the tram, passengers are amazed by the high-rise buildings along the hillsides. Once you reach the top, you can see the Peak Tower. With its avant-garde design, the tower is probably the most stylish piece of architecture in Hong Kong. In addition, there is a scenic walking trail at the peak. Visitors will remember the experience of walking in a bamboo forest with views of the amazing city skyline. No wonder we can find scenes of Hong Kong from the top of the peak in thousands of postcards and pictures around the world. Today, Park Ji-sung is a world-famous soccer player, but he had some tough times during his high school days. Until he entered Myungji University, he was not welcomed by many soccer clubs because he was too short to be a competitive player. Although he was the shortest player on his college team, he was also the fastest and most adaptable of all. All of his hard work paid off during the FIFA World Cup of 2002, when he scored the winning goal in a critical game against Portugal. Quite a number of Korean fans were amazed by his contribution to the win through his skills. Although he was short, he could outmaneuver the larger foreign players. After the World Cup success, he switched to PSV Eindhoven with Lee Young-pyo before finally joining Manchester United. Park Ji-sung became the first Asian to play for Manchester United, the most powerful soccer team in the world. Have you ever seen a strange creature during your lifetime? Imagine you saw something with your naked eye, but nobody believed you. According to a written account by the Viking Adam Nan in AD 565, a creature in Scotland's Loch Ness was killing people. In 1933, there were 5 sightings of the creature. The creature was called Nessie. In 1995, Lorna Taylor attested to seeing it too. She saw its full body, including the head and neck. But like other eyewitnesses, she was a few seconds too late to get a clear picture. The monster was 5 meters long from head to tail. That is 3 times the size of a crocodile, including its snout. Nessie is said to live in one of the largest lochs in the Scottish Highlands. Interestingly, with regard to Nessie, public opinion is positive despite fears of its existence. It brings tourists along with $50 million in benefits annually to the Scottish economy. In the film The Truman Show, Truman Burbank is an ordinary guy. Nothing about him is special, including his career. In reality, however, he lives a fake life. Since his birth, he has been a star. He is being watched on TV by millions of people around the world. He lives in a house with hidden cameras inside a huge geodesic dome studio. People such as his friends and co-workers are actors and actresses. Even the weather, including the ocean waves, is artificial. Truman does not know his true identity. Near the end of the movie, he finds his surroundings, along with certain people and places, suspicious. The movie conveys an important message to viewers. The main character represents ordinary people like us. He is exploited by the media. As audiences, people are manipulated by media, such as television and newspapers. Therefore, we get a narrow view of society on many issues because of our limited amount of information and knowledge. Gabrielle Coco Chanel was born in Western France in 1883. Unlike her glamorous image, she did not have a happy childhood. According to her version of her life story, at the age of 12, her mother died of tuberculosis, and her father abandoned her along with her 4 siblings. For 7 years, Coco lived in an orphanage. At the age of 18, she left there to work for a local tailor. During this time, she met a millionaire cavalry officer. He lavished her with luxurious items such as jewelry and fine clothes. Coco acquired the tastes of the upper classes. In 1912, she opened her first clothing shop. Thanks to her innovative fashion themes, she became one of the most popular fashion designers in Paris. She replaced the corsets of the time with short skirts and casual dresses. She also expanded her business in high fashion to include jewelry, perfume, and cosmetics. Until this day, the Chanel label remains among the most recognized of all brand names. Everybody knows Nike and its successful slogan, "Just do it." But you might be curious about the history of Nike. The world's most dominant sports brand began in 1964 with a simple handshake between 2 people, University of Oregon track coach Bill Bowerman and middle distance runner Phil Knight. They imported Japanese brand shoes first, but later they created their own company, Blue Ribbon Sports. The first full-time salesperson at the company was Jeff Johnson. In 1971, Johnson made an important contribution to the company. He had a dream about the Greek goddess of victory. The name of this goddess is Nike. He suggested the name to his 2 bosses. They agreed to use it as the company's name and asked a graphic design student at Portland State University to create a trademark logo. Surprisingly, she got only $35 for the Nike swoosh logo.